Oh, what a glorious start for Elaine Thompson. On the inside is Wilson. Elaine Thompson, the side and Williams. Cross the line. Elaine Thompson!
I have a smile on my face because I am back on the pitch. Quote can be linked with Elaine Thompson-Herah. Today on Jamaica Athletics Network, I want to talk about 7.20 over 60 meters displayed. Can we believe that she's back? Stick around for the details. After months away from the spotlight, one of Jamaica's greatest athletes has returned, and she's already looking impressive. Elaine Thompson-Herah is back on the track. She stepped into competition, won her race, and instantly reminded fans why she is one of the most fierce sprinters in history. But now, the big question begins. Is the Olympic legend preparing to dominate again? People, greetings and welcome to Jamaica Athletics Network, the channel where speed meets greatness. I hope that you all are happy that Elaine Thompson returned, and the timing of her return could be remarkable for her next step going forward as an athlete. The topic of importance is all about Elaine Thompson-Herah. Impressive. Is the Olympic legend ready to dominate again? I have to say that the world have to be reminded that Elaine is not retired. She is still in our presence, and based on her 7.20 seconds displayed over 60 meters, it proves that it is not over until she decides to hang up her boots. The news is that on the 22nd of February 2026, Thompson-Herah clocks first win of comeback. Double sprint champion Elaine Thompson-Herah continued her comeback from injury by clocking a season's best 7.20 seconds to win the women's 60-meter invitational at the SW Isaac Henry Development meet at the National Stadium yesterday. It was only Thompson-Herah's second race of the season, coming a week after her return at the Camperdown Classic following a 19 months absence because of Achilles injuries. She finished second in that outgoing in 7.24 for correction behind Lavanya Williams, who won in 7.17 seconds. It has to be noted that the return back from injury for Elaine Thompson-Herah isn't an easy thing. 19 months away due to a repeated injury could have ended her career. But she returned and she clocked a time in her second race that is less than the previous one. I mean, we have to reflect on the fact that she won gold in the Olympics. Not once, but more than once. And I have to say, she's one of my favorite women athletes in history. not because she's a Jamaican, but how she go about in making her name be known, stating her claim, dominating the track. Speaking of dominance, people, I have to say though that if you are new to the channel here and it's your first time watching, I have to say please go ahead and subscribe. So far, the channel have 51 subscribers, and I mean, I believe then that through your support, I will be able to hit a landmark of 1,000 subscribers before it touches the mid part of this year. So, people, if you're new, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And for those who are in support, I thank you for the assistance in making the channel be known by others. Now, back to what I was talking about, reminding the world who she is. We have to be reminded that she is not an easy nut to crack. And whenever she is in the best gear, then it's like you're watching somebody on cracks. She have blistering speed. Reflecting on the time that she hits, the 10.54 seconds in Eugene, it was her best time. Couple seconds behind Griffiths, who we know have the world record that was set in 1959 of 10.49, and Thompson 10.54 is just a few seconds away from that. We also see that Shelley Fraser Price hits a time that is third on the list, 6 seconds away from Elaine, but Shelley Fraser, we can say, is now retired. Thompson-Herah, will she return to dominate again? Because she did before, and it is not impossible. Absence was something that we can say then that as an elite athlete, or let's say to be a participant in sports, it is never easy. Rarely anyone escapes injury. Injuries slowed down her momentum and forced her away from competition. Months passed without seeing Elaine on the track. Fans began asking difficult questions. Was her era over? Had the sport moved on? Would we ever see that explosive finish again? Meanwhile, a new generation of sprinters began taking center stage. The Richardson is that outstanding name that has been dominating. Tina Clayton's as well. But Elaine Thompson, a return for her, can become the main thing on center stage because none of those athletes has ever hit her time, and Elaine is capable to hit something that outdo, I would say outdo the 10.54, but clock something that would be competitive enough to beat those two individuals. I mean, we still have to reflect on the impressive return because she stepped back on the track and delivered a strong performance, hitting the 7.20 seconds. No, this may not be her fastest time ever, as I've explained before, but that is a 60 meter. So you never can really judge it because it is not a full length track. But what stood out was her composure. Her start was on point. Her dry face or traveling throughout ending the race was more so smooth and comfortable. She looked sharper, her posture looked controlled, and most importantly, she finished healthy and confident. For an athlete coming off injuries for 19 months, people remember that now, that's a major victory. This is something that we have to say we are grateful to see from Thompson era. Now, what the performance really tells us. What does it tells you? Well, this performance isn't about setting records. Indoor races or invitational races often used as preparations, a way to build or to rebuild rhythm and work on your race sharpness. And what we saw was progress. Champions don't rush the progress, they build step by step, and Elaine Thompson-Herah has always been an athlete who peaks when championship matters most. And of course, I mentioned the era of the new sprinters. She's a legend already, but she's not retired. So while she was away, women's sprinting era entered into a new phase. I mentioned the names before: Shakari Richardson, very speedy, a very strong personality similar to Noah Lyles, or Niles is more explosive with his expression. They're similar, and she's very confident. So this comeback isn't about replacing anyone, it's about something more excited for some persons. To me, in Sheldon Fraser days and those persons, it was better to me, but I mean, I don't want to bash the new era. Other persons would have different opinions, but I think the competitiveness of the track will return if Elaine hits her best form. Can a proven Olympic legend, though, challenge the new generation once again? Because when championship pressure arrives, experience often becomes the difference. But Shakira Richards' experience, she's confident, she's in good gear. Elaine, once she is free from the injuries, hitting back her in best form, then she may go head to head with Shakira. But guess what? In sports, there's normally a case when new athletes just arrive on the scene and just take charge. So maybe there will be somebody different, even outside of Tina Clayton. But I mean, we just want to know then if she can dominate again. But three things must happen. First, she must remain injury free. Second, her race sharpness must continue improving. And third, she must peak at the right time. And if history tells you anything, Elaine Thompson era knows exactly how to deliver when the world is watching. Realistically speaking, fans should understand though that it is not about immediately returning to 10.54 seconds. I don't see her hitting that just like that. Not next year. It has to be something out of this world, or she finds herself in a better place with better coaching and everything, and then she just shock the world. But can she break that record? I don't think she have the legs again to past 10.54 or to even compete against a 10.49 set by the former world record holder in 1959. But the rebuild is possible. It is what she's taking on right now. But I mean, champions often becomes most dangerous when people start doubting them. That was a case for both as well. And right now, Elaine looks more motivated than ever. People, this is a very important video, and I hope that you guys see and hear what was being said, because Elaine Thompson era story is not finished. This comeback is about resilience, belief, and proving the greatness doesn't disappear. It waits for the right moment to return, and if this progression continues, the Olympic legend may once again remind the world why Jamaican sprinting sets the global standard. So, people, just to let you know, the topic of importance, Elaine Thompson era impressive, is the Olympic legend return ready, I should say, to dominate again. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This is the Jamaican Athletics Network, where speed meets greatness. So you all take care. Goodbye until we meet again.